Okay. Last one. Ooh. It's Quetzal. Yeah, his thing is huge. Also, I know it's Quetzalcoatl. I didn't when I named him. So I'm very used to calling him Quetzalcoatl. And you know what? Whatever. I'm so done trying to fix it. Oh, gigantic lump. So, when I call ball pythons a pet rock, it's because this is his hide. And he's attached himself to it. Let go. Ugh. Let go. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah. Doberman Forum. My snakes aren't that big. I guess it's just because I'm used to looking at them that they don't look big in photographs to me. Ooh, look at you. My big, strong man. I haven't held him in a long time. Oh, I know. Getting a little head shy there. Sufficiently squeezy. I also take the practice of, in between all of the species that I have, I wash my hands if they're like, you are poking me like I'm a rat, and that's making me nervous. Especially because I wash my hands. I wash my hands in between. He's also grabbing me. Stop, stop. Okay, if you need something to hold on to, hold that. Okay. Oops. I forgot to put one of Otto's hides back. I'll have to do that later. Oh, Quetzal, don't do that. Hey, don't take off my shirt. Stop it. Hide 1, hide 2. He is actually not as foul as the hognoses, and I'm really glad. It actually surprised me when the hogs were as disgusting as they are. Because he's so good. All of his foliage, I give him a lot of stuff in his. I know he doesn't technically need it, but I don't know, I feel weird after owning rodents for so long. I feel weird having such a plain enclosure. That's just me. Hey, if all your snakes have is paper towels and a water bowl and a hide and they're fine, good. You know, because it's a pain in the butt to wash all this stuff. It really is. I actually need to wash this, so I need to unhook his eating stuff, which is so... Dang it. Oh. Not you. Yeah, I can't even imagine me having like a big snake. All this stuff, see, very easy. He can just hang out. He's actually really good about that. Bin. He has a big one. He doesn't need one this big. I know. Again, rodent owner. With rodents, more is actually ideal. The cage might fit 4, but you should probably only have 2 in it anyway, kind of thing. So I'm just so used to buying large that I won't buy small anymore. This is actually full of crap. I need you! Oh, it stinks like hognose. Out of that. Okay. So, once again, when you have snakes, You have to not be afraid of dirt. It's just a thing. Yes, you will probably touch poop at some point in your life. I promise it won't kill you. Like, that's pee. And that's water bowl runoff from me moving it. Well, whatever. Okay. You gonna hang on, buddy? I need you to. I know, I'm bothering you, and you just want to sit here and digest what you've been digesting for days, so you're fine. I meant to clean you out yesterday. I was tired. And then it was so much more fun to tease Mariah. So I did that. Well, that's gross. I'll need to vacuum that up. Okay. So the extra stuff is out of that. He doesn't sit on aspirin. Oh, I got snake poop all over my socks. And my floor. At least it's dry. At least it's dry, at least it's dry. It could be wet snake poop, it could be worse, it could always be worse. Quetzal, if you poop on me after I say that, I'm going to throw you across the room. Just kidding. I'll do it in my dreams. Snake poop is the foulest invention known to man. We don't even need biological warfare, just fling some of this guy's at him. Sorry. Ooh. You, Mr. Cord, are in the way. No, this does not count as sterilization. I'm just getting the wet stuff. You must have just peed, and if you poop, I'm going to be mad. Especially if you poop in your current position. So I'll probably forget that I'm on video and throw off my shirt. And some of this is just wet from me moving his tub with the water bowl inside, so I'm actually not that concerned. But some of that is pee. Yeah, okay, so in comparison to the hog noses, outside of the little bit of pee that was underneath his water bowl, ball python poop is actually pretty clean. Hi! Hello, Stinky. Are you gonna hook your arm on my... Sometimes what he likes to do is he likes to put his head right underneath my arm, so when I reach over, I squish his head. Don't ask me why he does that. He knows by now that that's not a good idea. And he does it anyway. Also, unlike... Oh, how long is this video? 10 minutes. Works for me. Unlike the hog noses that have a lid that actually locks, his doesn't. It's actually currently kept closed by the current Sterilite locks that are on it that are not good for anything. Yeah. Head, under arm. See? He does this. I don't know why. I squish his head every time he does it. Stop doing that, dude. But yeah, the Sterilite locks might be, like, decent for a 5-year-old child. But a snake is either apparently stronger than a 5-year-old child or smarter, because he has shown me that he can lift that right off. So, thank you. Ugh. Now his bin is clean. Thank you. Now, he gets cocoa husk, which is rehydrated from a brick. Oh, there's your head. Up here. Hi, Stinky. Oh, yes. Thank you. Whoa. He gets coconut husk, which is rehydrated from a brick. And I'm going to dump that out, because that's gross. I just cleaned this out like 2 days ago, so I'm not that concerned, but I am going to get rid of his water, because he pooped in it. And it's gross. But snakes are the foulest creatures in the world. So, coconut husk comes in 2 varieties, in a bag or in a brick. I actually got a couple bags one time, and they were literally filled with termites, and it was disgusting, so I won't do that again. Okay, so it comes in a tiny brick, like that big, and it inflates to about 3 times its size. And I can get it really easy from my, like, mom and pop pet store. You are stripping me on the internet. Stop that. I can get it from my mom and pop shop. It's called That Fish Place. Apparently it's like a big deal in the fish community. But like we all know it here as just that mom and pop shop that has all the fish and really decent prices, because it has all the fish and actually market value prices for a lot of the reptile stuff. Like, I can get this brick at that pet place for $3, or actually $2 if I have their pet rewards, which I do, because I like to save money, because I'm poor. Or I can get this brick from PetSmart for $6 with their pet rewards. So yeah, guess where I like to shop? What's up? Seriously? Oh, and my computer is going dead, and I don't currently have clean hands in which to poke it. Yoink. Too tight. So yeah, I get the rehydrated brick because I figure what they do in the rehydration process, which includes dehydrating the wood and then compressing it and then baking it into that brick shape, I figured that'll kill termites. Probably. I tend to actually prefer to clean his tub right before I notice right before he goes in the shed. So right when his stomach gets pink, because obviously with all of this added moisture, it boosts his humidity up to about 80% for 3 or so days, and that ever since I started doing that, he has never ever ever had a bad shed. I've never had to help him with a shed once ever since I did that. But he's gross, he stinks, and he needs to be cleaned. So what I like to do and what I'm actually doing are currently 2 different things. This water is brown because of the tint from the wood, and it says it's not dyed, but I don't believe that because I had rodents, and wood is almost never not dyed or bleached. Like, if you're buying it from a pet store, it's been dyed or bleached in some way, shape, or form, and they're not telling you. Because it doesn't count because it's natural dye or something like that. That's my ear, buddy. You can't, that's not a hide, it's my ear. You can't go in. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is with my animals and their fascinations with my ears. Skull tried to, like, clean out my ears every time I was near him. If you're lining up to poop, I'm gonna have another thing coming to you. I do not want snake poop on me, especially not yours. The hognoses have actually not pooped on me yet, and knock on wood that it never happened, even though I know it's going to, especially now that I've said it. Yeah, snake poop is foul, and if you haven't smelled it, when you do, Lindsay, talking to you here, oh, you will know. It's like the appropriate mix of poop smell, swamp, ammonia. It's not a sharp smell, but it's definitely a stink. Let go. And there's my big boy. Still a little thinner than I like them. You know, he's not like weight loss thin or anything, but it's hard to believe that he used to fit in one hand. He also never sits in a ball anymore. Like, the only time he does that is if he's in a hide. Ah! I guess that's just the confidence they get as they grow. Okay. But yeah, once again, I'm not that far into snake ownership. I don't have an adult snake yet, and Stop. I know, you don't like it when I clean out your thing. He's starting to wobble. He doesn't like when his stuff is empty. For whatever reason, that's the only time I've seen him wobble, aside from when he was absolutely terrified, which was my bad. That's what I want. I did accidentally scare him once. That's when I figured out that he hates dogs and will bite a dog if he's near one, which is why Mocha has been not allowed in my room. Don't know why he hates dogs, because he's never experienced dogs, because he literally went from Richard's shop, where there are no dogs allowed, because there's reptiles everywhere, and I think they often have one of their monitors or something out, so there are no dogs allowed in that shop, and I don't have something to tie this, but that's fine. To my apartment, which was back when I was living deep in the city, which was no dogs allowed there either, because my landlord was barely convinced to let me have a cat. The only reason she let me have the cat, yuck, is because I begged and begged and begged and begged, and because I said that I'd be willing to put down a deposit on it, and because I proved myself a good tenant. So if you're having trouble getting into a place with animals, prove that you're a good tenant. Like, I offered to pay an additional $300, and it sucked. I was broke. But I got that back because they saw that my animals would not rip up the apartment. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. It's okay. Yeah, you're getting the ball python shape more now. Makes you getting fat. Good. He's never been fat. I actually bought all this crap when I had a tank. And I had a tiny little baby hatchling in like a 50 gal. And Quetzal was quite displeased. So I put a bunch of foliage in it to see if that would help him calm down a bit. So yeah, that's his stuff. He's going into this side. But yeah, having difficulty with your animals, getting into an apartment, prove yourself a good tenant. That's how I got my cat into my apartment. That's how I got the snakes into my apartment. That's how I got Skull into my apartment. You know, it's almost impossible to rent with a Doberman, and I managed to do it anyway. So, prove yourself that you are a good tenant, that you will take care of a problem if there is a problem, that you won't cause a problem. And they tend to be good. Hoorah! That's heavy. Oh, that's heavy. Your butt is heavy. There we go. That's all. You're in the hide and I need to move. Oh, poor baby. You just want to go back to sleep. That's all you want to do. I know. Poor thing. I'm so mean to you. I'm the meanest, worstest owner ever. Why did you ever get stuck with an imbecile like me? I mean, jeez. Richard couldn't have chosen a worse home for you, huh? Home that gives you smooches and ratses even when you don't want them. Okay. Well, that is Quetzal's new tub. Well, old tub. New stuff in it. There's the hogs. Both of them. I stack them on top of each other because I can, and also because space is a little hard to come by in this room. And thermostats and everything. Anyway, welcome to snake ownership. Have fun, Lindsay. It'll be great.